Namaste everyone, and welcome to the Friday Anchor to Light. And Friday is we designated for emotional healing. So before we start, let's ask for divine blessing, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Firstly, to my teacher, Master Chakra, Sri Mahaguju Mailing, we humbly invoke for divine light, divine love, guidance, help, healing, and divine protection. We thank you in full faith, so be it. Right, so before we start the healing session, just a few things to remember. You always have the inner conditions and the outer conditions. You have this pandemic going on. Of course, you have the external conditions, which is you have the virus. You have the physical body's immune system. That's the external condition. The internal condition would be what is the person's emotional state, mental state. Are they filled with fear? Are they filled with joy? Of course, that will affect their immune system. So, unfortunately, a lot of people make the mistake of going one extreme or the other. Some people say, oh, they don't have to worry about the physical side of it. As long as they're happy, as long as they're positive, it won't affect them. That's crazy. That's just plain crazy. Because you also have to take into account that external conditions will affect the physical body. Even if you're happy, if at that particular time your immune system is not strong enough, the virus will affect you. Make sense? Now, the opposite is also true. Some people say, well, it's only the external conditions. But you also have to consider, if a person is in lots of fear, the immune system will drop down, so the external conditions will have a stronger effect. It's both sides. Some people actually ask me, oh, is there a meditation I can do so the virus won't affect me, or any virus can affect me? The two work together. If you're in meditation, you're calmer, you're more focused, then obviously it would not take a hit on your immune system. Make sense? But if a person already has pre-existing conditions where the immune system and whatever is it's already weak, I don't care how positive they are, there's the weak point. There's like a wall that's already weaker. So anything that hits it, there's a higher probability to break. So there's no room for fanaticism. I've talked to people who are just plain nuts. They say, oh, I'm doing this meditation, I'm creating a shield so it won't affect me. Hello, first of all, the shield is energetic. It has not physicalized yet. If somebody spits at you, I doubt the shield will protect you. Don't be dumb. It blows my mind how people on the spiritual path sometimes can be so, what's the right word to use? So fanatical. I guess that's the best word. Oh yeah, I'm creating this powerful shield with 5 layers of this energy and that energy. Somebody just comes out and smacks you. Oh, what the hell happened to your shield? Get my point? You have to consider the difference in vibration and frequency. You have subtle energy. That's why it's called subtle. So when you do meditation, you do energy shields, you wear crystal, all that is creating a subtle shield around you. Physically, if somebody takes a knife and slashes you, I don't care how strong your shield is. You get my point? There has to be a balance. That's why in the psychic self-defense class, we try to let people understand, okay, these are the different types of threat. Okay, these are the different things you can do to mitigate it. If somebody's angry at you and they would have hit you, you know what the best technique is? Run. Or don't go, oh, let me create this. By the time you put your shield on, They would have beaten you to death, right? That's why I love the Jackie Chan technique. You know, Jackie Chan, right? We Asian people have crazy techniques. Anyway, here's the funny part. I remember in one of the movies, there's this bad guy coming, right? Bunch of bad guys coming. And there's this woman next to him. He goes, let me show you a technique how to beat this guy. It's called the eagle claw technique. So I'm watching this, ooh, powerful eagle claw technique. So he takes off his shoes, puts it on the floor. I'm thinking, man, this must be super advanced technique. So he goes, Hurr! Grabs it and runs with the woman. I go, wow, powerful technique. You get my point? Common sense. So a lot of people seem to have lack of common sense, right? So I'm sharing this with you because people have an extreme view of, oh, you should not have fear. If a bull is charging towards you and you go, I'm fearless, in less than 10 seconds, you're dead. That is healthy fear. Having fear in your life, in the right place, in the right dosage, is good to keep you alive. It's good for survival. Make sense? Now, what most people can differentiate is the difference between fear and fear that incapacitates them. So people who are very successful, it doesn't mean they don't have fear of the unknown. They have fear, but they do it anyway. There's a difference. They realize, okay, if I don't do it, if this is the financial condition, okay, if I screw this up, if I don't this, there's a fear I might lose money. So what do? I'll do these things to mitigate it. That's what you call courage. Courage, people who have courage doesn't mean they don't have fear. They also have fear, but they go, let me do this to overcome that fear. But they do things to protect themselves. People who are not too smart go, I'm fearless. So they don't do anything to protect their finances. They don't protect their health. They go, I'm fearless. No, you're not fearless. You're stupid. I know that sounds harsh, but I know people who are like that. They go, oh yeah, these things with the pandemic, I don't care. I have a strong immune system. I'm just going to walk around. I'll go into a war zone and not protect myself. Unless you were the chosen one or whatever. Don't be dumb. You get my point? So if you have to work with people who are sick, it's almost common sense that since you have a physical body, the so-called fear of getting sick should be part of it, but you don't focus on the fear. You just say, okay, I need to be smart. This person has a contagious disease. My body's healthy, but I'm not going to be dumb and say, okay, give it to me, buddy. Right? You just say, okay, this person's sick. I need to do service. So, whatever. Wear protective gear, wear a mask, do this, do that, wash my hands, do all the common things to do and help that person. Don't say, I'm divinely protected. I have angels floating around. Those angels going to smack you in the head and say, hey, you dumbass. Nobody's dumb enough to say, give me the virus and help the angelic beings heal you. Clear? I'm sharing this with you because I've actually heard people say, how can I take the psychic protection class and protect myself from the virus? Yeah, of course. You do the energetic side, the inner conditions. Keep your energy clear, energy shield, wear the right stones, whatever. But at the same time, physically, on that vibratory field in the physical world, okay, I do what I need to do to protect myself. Wash my hands, and if that person is coughing up a storm, I don't sit there and go, come on, give it to me, buddy. Come on, I have a strong shield. The high beast is going to go, you deserve to be sick, so you learn the stupid lesson. God gave you a brain. To go back to what the original thing is, you are a spiritual being of divine intelligence to control your mind. You are a being of divine love so that what? You can regulate your emotions. You are a being of divine power so you know how to move your body. And if you need to run your ass out of that place, do it. You get my point? These things have to come to play. That's why I'm looking at people who are on the spiritual path and go, you're not on the spiritual path. You're on your own path in your own delusional world. You get my point? So I remember many years ago when my teacher was physically around, when it comes to money, he says, look, you have to plan your finances. Sure, you're divinely protected. You have divine guidance. You have intuition. But it does not take the place of plain common sense. Plan out your future. What is a 1-year plan, 5-year plan, this and this. It doesn't mean like, oh, I'm divinely protected. I'm just going to go out there. Well, if it's for me, it's for me. Have you heard that before? Oh, I'll be divinely protected. I'll make any investment I want because my hand will be guided in the right place. Because no, you look at the company. Is it solid? Right? Are the people managing good? You take those into consideration. That's why, even though today the healing is for fear, I just want to give it a context, because some people say, oh, I'm now fearless. I'm going to just jump into a war zone. Go. I'm not following. Make sense? Now, one thing to remember is this. When you do your meditation properly, it will help you see things clearly. That's one. And number two, something can be said that if your energy level is high, you feel with love, your positive energy, then obviously it also enhances your immune system and keep your body strong. So you have to look at the inner world and the outer world, not just the inner world. At the same time, people who are not aware of the inner worlds, they get so focused on the physical world, so that's why they have fear. Right? They won't even leave their house. They won't do anything at all. They go, I don't know. I assume that when I stop out the door, everybody has COVID. Well, that means you go to the other extreme. Make sense? Now, to put things in proper perspective, a doctor or a nurse or healthcare practitioner, when they are in that space, they have to think that way. They have to assume, okay, I'm going to make the assumption that everybody I meet in this hospital, as far as patient, even though they have not yet been diagnosed, I'm going to make the assumption they do have the coronavirus. Not because they're fearful, it's because that way, if they make that assumption, they will take the proper precaution to protect themselves. Not because they're fearful, it's because they have a bigger agenda. Their bigger agenda is, if I want to stay in this job and to be able to do my job and help thousands of people down the line, I have to keep this body healthy. So that so-called healthy fear is actually what will allow me to do my job. Make sense? So I'm sharing this with you so that if you continue to study with us, there is absolutely no room for fanaticism. If you're a fanatical person, go find another teacher, because you're just going to be disappointed as you keep studying with us. Because I've been taught by my teacher is to always keep a healthy balance. You're reaching out for the stars, right? Reaching out for the higher worlds, but at the same time, you're grounded. Now, if you're a space cadet, go find a space cadet organization. I'm just sharing that with you. When I do this, I'm doing a weeding out process, because if I want to share more to the people who really want to learn, I don't want to be pulling punches. Because if I always have to keep tiptoeing, because I have to worry about some of you are like, oh, you offended me because you're too harsh, then I'm doing a disservice to the rest of the people who really want to learn. So if that's going to affect you, if this little talk and some of the talks we give are actually, let's just say, hurtful for you, even though that's not my intention, then this is not your place. But if you want me to give it to you straight, in between your eyes, direct to the point, and you're tough enough to handle it, stick around. Make sense? That's the way we do it. Because the way my teacher is, I remember he was talking to me, he says, I'm not here to make you happy. I'm here to teach you so your life will improve. Sometimes it's going to be painful. Oftentimes, it's uplifting. But sometimes it's painful, not because the intention of the teacher is to hurt you. The intention of the teacher is to point it out to you, what are the things that you can do to improve your life. And oftentimes, stress is what makes you grow. Just to put things in perspective, last night I was with Tony, and he's putting together the plan for Date with Destiny for the next 6-7 days. I was just sitting in the background waiting, listening, and it just blows my mind the things that comes out of his mouth. I'm going, this guy's a genius. And one of the things that he said that I think a lot of us could really learn is, stress makes you grow. The right type of stress, the right time, right amount, right dosage and right timing. If you think about it, if you go to the gym and you work out with 1 pound, you can expect your muscles to grow. That's why some of you who are training, there's this term, TNT. Like T is in Tom, N is in Nancy, TNT. And some of you go, oh yeah, I know what it is. Time and tension. Something like that, right? So in other words, if you want your muscles to develop, your bones to develop, there has to be tension at a certain amount of time. And I thought about it, if your life is always like super, super easy, you'll be bored out of your mind. That's one. And number two, there are no opportunities to grow. When you have a certain amount of stress and you handle the stress properly in that amount of time, that tension in that amount of time is what forces you to grow. So people who are very successful, they know how to handle this tension in that amount of time, turn it around, and make their life better. It's the lazy ass people who just say, oh, just give it to me. And there's a little bit, they get offended by every little thing. That's why their life is going down the toilet. You see the difference? I remember many years ago, there's this guy, what's his name? I think he's still around, Zig Ziglar. Your attitude determines your altitude. In other words, how high you go in life is dependent on your attitude. If every little thing for you hurts your feelings, you might as well lock yourself in a cave. Nobody will hurt you. You won't have any challenges. Everything be easy, and you'll be bored out of your life. Make sense? Bored out of your mind. But you look at people who are really successful, they go, there's this pandemic going on, the finances are being affected, this affected. I can feel the tension. I can feel the stress. But that person will look at it differently. How do I use this to make things better? Obviously, if there are people who are sick, then they need people who heal them. Maybe there's an opportunity. Well, if there's this thing where everywhere else, they don't want contact because, when somebody sneezes, whatever, there's projectiles going on. So they have these things to mitigate it. Okay, look at it this way. If you're that company or that your business is making plexiglass, those plexiglass things that's everywhere, you just make a big ton of money, right? Now it's an opportunity. Now, if you sit there and go, because there's this thing, every time we go to the bank, this person that might spit on you, whatever. But if you're that company, go, wait, let me look ahead. If people are afraid of this contact, if I were to market and position my company or whatever I do in a situation where everybody will recognize I have something that they can use to protect themselves, or protect the patient, protect the client, the customer, my plexiglass company just went through the roof. Or mask, facial coverings. When it came out, there are people who just jumped on it, right? And start making masks left and right. The ones who got in early, guess what? They make a big ton of money. They didn't say, I'm so fearful, I'm afraid of this. No, they turned the fear into an opportunity. Isn't it? Spiritual people have to be powerful enough to use their mind, their emotions, and their body to make a difference. Not say, I'm a spiritual person, let me go hide in a cave. You are a being of divine intelligence. You have so much compassion, being divine love, and you're a being of divine power. That means you show will to make a difference. That's it. I know some people go, I came in for the healing, not for this lecture. Too bad, buddy. Go somewhere else. I could care less. Because all you want is take, and you're not going to give. You're not part of this group. Because I know a lot of you who've given comments saying, how can I make myself better? I can serve more. I can give more. Then you come to the right place. If you come and just treat me, you're going to be very disappointed because I'm going to point you out and keep telling you, hey, that's not what we're here for. We're here to make ourselves better, our lives better, so that in the big picture, we can serve more. If that's not what you want, sayonara, go somewhere else, bye. Clear? The key here is to make our lives better so we can serve more. That's it. All right, so here's the plan. We'll do the meditation. That's always very, very important because if you want to release fear, negative thoughts, negative emotions, you have to have enough energy to displace the negative energy you don't want. Make sense? It's just like if I have a cup of coffee, a cup of whatever, if the faucet pressure is just dripping, I'll never clean that cup. But if I open up the faucet and there's so much water pressure going, then it will clean out the old food, water, whatever it is on the cup. Now, if for some of you who are achievers, why use a faucet when you can use a fire hose? It might break the glass though, so just be careful of that one. All right, shall we? So the purpose is we'll do our meditation, increase the pipeline so more spiritual energy can come down, and then we'll focus on what we want to remove. That any type of fear, negative thoughts, negative emotions are simply energies that we generated and created, and we can use that fire hose to flush it out. Okay? So shall we? Take your left hand, tap your heart chakra, take your right hand, tap your crown, put your head like this. Visualize the earth in front of you. Just say our hearts are one, our crowns are one, our souls are one. There's only oneness. Now be aware of your heart, be aware of your hands. Bless the earth with beautiful pink light. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow love. Allow your heart, allow your soul, your entire being to simply be a channel and an instrument to bless every person, every being on earth unconditionally with peace and with love. Bless your family, your friends, your loved ones with peace and with love. The city you live in, the state, the country, just let it spread throughout the entire world. Bless the earth with peace and with love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Just think of all the people you know who might be going through difficult times with their health, with their finances, their relationships, and their spirituality. Bless them with hope and with faith and a better life. Visualize their lives turning around. Feed lots of energy to that. Bless them with a new hope and a new faith. A renewed hope and faith and a better tomorrow. So be it. So be it. Where there's darkness, let me sow light. Darkness in spirituality is the absence of spiritual light, the absence of the knowledge that one is a being of light, and within them is the capability to make their life better because they're a being of spiritual light, made in the image of God. Bless every person, every being with spiritual light. And where there's sadness, let me sow joy. Be aware of your heart in your hands. Bless every person, every being with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, with light and with joy. So be it. So be it. Now, be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. Again, be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. One more time. Be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Lift that loving energy to the crown. Exhale. And stay there. You might feel a slight pressure or tingling on your crown. That's your crown stretching, allowing more divine blessings to flow through us. Let that golden light from your crown flow down through your hands. Bless your family, your relatives, your friends, the people you work with. Let it keep spreading throughout the entire earth. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with loving kindness. Let all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. May all be blessed. Just flood the earth with so much golden light. May all be blessed. So it is. So it is. Now, be aware of your heart and your crown. Take a deep breath. Project even brighter golden light to the entire earth. One more time. Be aware of your heart, your crown. Take a deep breath. Exhale. And imagine even brighter golden light pouring out of our hands to the earth. From the center of the heart of all loving God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being in the higher worlds, middle worlds, even the lower worlds, let all sentient beings in every dimension, every direction, above and below, be blessed with unconditional love and kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace, inner healing, and for many at this time, financial and physical healing. Let all be blessed with goodwill and the willingness to do good. So be it. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth, be still, and just allow the golden energy to flow through us, blessing every person, every being on earth with peace, with love, and with kindness. Let all be blessed. So be it. So be it, and so it is. Maintain your stillness and awareness. Maintain your connection of your tongue to your palate, and gently lower your hands on your lap, palms up, and keep your eyes closed. Now imagine a beautiful golden light, a golden flame or a golden star floating a few inches above your head. Just look at that golden light. Simultaneously be aware of the love within your heart. Send a stream of love from your heart up to the crown and into that golden light. And stay there. Your entire awareness and consciousness is now inside that beautiful golden light. From within that golden light, listen to the mantra Om. Just listen. Om. Om. Allow your awareness to just gently drift deeper and deeper into that golden light. Every particle of your being is dissolved into that golden light. You are like a drop of water in the ocean of light. Just allow your entire awareness to melt into that golden ocean of light. And just simply let go and let things be. Now. Om. You're not the body, you're not the emotion, you're not the thoughts. You are the soul, a being of pure energy and spiritual light. Allow your awareness to just experience it at a much deeper level. You are that light. Just let go and let your entire attention and awareness melt into that light. Om. Let go. Maintain your stillness. Maintain your state of oneness and awareness of that golden light. Just be still. Look down into your body. Just say, this is my body. These are my emotions, these are my thoughts. But these are not the I. I am the spiritual self. I'm a spiritual being of divine intelligence to control my mind and regulate my thoughts. I'm a spiritual being of divine love to regulate my emotions, to forgive, let go, and share unconditional love with all. I'm a spiritual being of divine power to regulate and move my body, not only to help myself, but to be of service to others. I am that. Just be still. Now, as you look at your body below, just form the intention, any type of unhealthy fear, negative thoughts, negative emotions, anywhere in the body, just observe your body. You might notice them as gray clouds oozing out of different parts of the body. These are the different pockets of fear energy that is stored in the body, generated by your emotions and your thoughts. Just observe it. Just be still. Some of you might notice it's gray clouds coming out. Just observe. You're watching from a distance. You're not the body, you're not the emotion, you're not the thoughts. You are the soul, the spiritual self. Just simply observing your body, your emotional body, and your mental body. Just observe. You say, these are not me. These are my instruments and tools to work in the physical world, emotional world, and mental world. But these are not the I. I control them, regulate them, and use them. These are my instruments and vehicles. So it is. Just observe. Any type of fear, negative thoughts, negative emotions are not the I. They're not me. I created them before in response to whatever's happening, but they're not the I. Just be still and observe. Now listen and just let things happen. You're under a waterfall of brilliant violet light. The liquid violet light is pouring down into your crown. Your crown center is being cleansed. All negative thoughts and energies in your crown centers are disintegrated, especially the energies of fear, disintegrated, extracted, and flushed down into the salt water, or the nearest salt water next to you, or into a violet light. The liquid divine energy is pouring down to your forehead, your Ajna chakra in between your eyebrows. It's pouring down to the back of your head. Any fear energies or negative thoughts and emotions are dissolved, disintegrated, flushed down into the salt water or into the violet fire. The liquid violet energy, the divine energy is pouring down into your throat center. Any type of fear energies, negative thoughts and emotions are dissolved, disintegrated, flushed down to the salt water or to the violet fire. The liquid divine energy is pouring down to your front and back heart chakras. It's purifying your heart and flooding your heart and your astral body with waves of love, sweetness, and ananda, divine bliss. Just be still and be receptive. The liquid divine energy is pouring down into your front and back solar plexus centers, the area below your sternum, in between your ribs, front and back solar plexus. These are where fears are generated. Allow the liquid divine energy to penetrate deep into your front back solar plexus and let it penetrate deep into your lower astral body, continuously dissolving, disintegrating, and flushing out any type of fear energies and negative emotions, and flushing it down, down, down into the salt water and into the violet fire if needed. The liquid divine energy is continuously cleansing your front and back solar plexus, your liver, and your spleen chakras. The liquid divine energy is pouring down and cleansing your navel, your sex chakra. The liquid divine energy is pouring down, down your back, all the way down to the base of your spine, purifying any negative thoughts, negative energies, and fear energies in your basic chakra. Let the divine energy pouring down your legs, down your feet into the salt water, or down into the ground, or into a violet light, violet fire. Just be still. Just allow the waterfall of brilliant light to pour down, and as you observe, it flushes out any type of fear energies on all your chakras and your energy bodies. Just listen will enhance its cleansing ability. Just listen and be receptive. All these negative emotions are disintegrated, extracted, expelled properly. Be still. All your chakras are being cleansed, all your energy channels are being cleansed, all your energy bodies are being purified. Any negative thoughts, negative energies are dissolved, disintegrated, extracted, expelled in the salt water now. So it is. Be still and allow the energy just flow through every particle of your being, purifying, cleansing any lower vibrations now. Just be still. Just let it happen. Repeat after me. I completely, deeply, permanently, and gratefully accept, absorb, fully assimilate all the divine healing energies, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, etherically, physically, and financially. So be it. Thank you. Now be still. The stillness is important to allow the energy to work deeper in your system. So be still. Just be receptive. Here comes we just call it secret sauce, special sauce. You don't have to do anything, but just let it happen. All these negative thoughts, negative energies be completely dissolved, disintegrated, and properly disposed of. Om. 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 Be still. just say thank you. To the Divine Supreme God, thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, thank you. Thank you for the divine healing energy. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui, Mahaguji Mailing, thank you. In full faith, so be it. Okay, open your eyes. Raise your hands. Let's release the excess energy and also bless others who are in need. So visualize the earth in front of you. May every person, every being on earth be blessed with loving kindness. May all be blessed with inner peace, inner healing, and at this time for many, physical and financial healing. May all be blessed without exception. So be it. Bless your family, your friends, people you know who are having difficulties. Bless them with a new life. Bless them with hope, with faith. Bless them with good health, with happiness, with prosperity, and with spirituality. So be it. Let all be blessed. So be it. Now, to ground ourselves, aim your hands down, focus on your feet and the base of your spine, bless the earth below you with golden light, and verbally repeat after me. The verbally is important to allow you to physicalize, otherwise some of you are still floating, okay? Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it, and so it is. We thank you. All right. How do you feel? Yes, good. So feel free to leave me some comments here on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Send us an email. Let us know how you're doing. We do our best to adjust. I travel, right? Right now I'm in Florida because I'm here to help facilitate, well, part of it. I'm just a little contributor in Date with Destiny, and to share some spiritual insights and meditation. So next week I'll be back in California, and we just keep doing this, right? So give us some comments. We'd like to hear from you, and encourage your friends, your loved ones to come and meditate with us. We do this 6 times a week, the ones who are just joining us. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Of course, just based in California time, 10 a.m., 6 p.m. But here it's now 1 p.m. So I couldn't say good morning because it's good afternoon here. Anyway, regardless. So this recording is there. We leave it up there so that you guys can go back and keep practicing as many times as you like. But I wouldn't do it more than twice a day. At least same one, because tonight we're going to do another one. So it might be a little too much for you. Can you imagine me saying something is too much? But some of you get overwhelmed. Sometimes we've had some comments where people say, oh yeah, after the meditation I feel so drained. It's called diarrhea. Okay? You have all this emotional, mental, whatever it is in there. That's like constipation. And when we pour the fire hose on it, it just pushes it out, not violently, but forcefully. So if you're not used to that, some of you go, oh man, that's a lot. Well, let's put it this way. Different people have different types of stuff inside, right? So some of you is going to be, some of you is going to be slightly painful, but in the end, we have the same objective. Clean our channels as much as possible so that we can allow fresh, higher frequencies to come in, raise your vibration, so your life will get better and you'll be able to serve others more. That is the objective. So initially, some of you will feel some discomfort, and the way to get around it is, after the meditation, even if we're done, you can use your hands, your feet, just keep blessing Mother Earth. The act of blessing allows more energy to flow through that cleanses you. And you do physical exercises, which as you do physical exercise, it will also squirt out whatever your body does not need and allow the fresh healing energy to go deeper. Very, very simple. Just follow, as my teacher always says, follow simple instructions. Why follow simple instructions? Because if you cannot follow simple instructions, how in the world are you going to follow more complicated ones or more complex ones, right? Follow simple instructions. I remember I've heard that, like it's like ingrained, tattooed to my brain. When I'm talking to my teacher, he would say, follow simple instructions. Why you make it so complicated? Master, okay. And part of me would say, because I'm so smart. He probably heard my thoughts. He goes, if you're so smart, why can't you follow something so simple? I thought about it. That sounds like contradiction, but he's right. Clear? Follow simple instructions. All right. So in about 7 hours and 14 minutes, we're going to do the evening session. So here in the East Coast, that's 9 p.m. California is 6 p.m. And we'll do deeper emotional healing. Now, some of you who are new probably go, what the heck is he talking about salt water bucket? Again, the new people, this is for you. The ones who have been here, right, don't be asking me that question. You should know this already. The purpose of a salt water bucket, you just get a bucket, one or two of them, put comfortable warm water, whatever you want, take a handful of salt, pour some lavender oil, tea tree oil, or eucalyptus oil, or sage oil. So here are your choices. Lavender oil, which is violet and blue energy. Tea tree oil is green energy. Eucalyptus oil is orange energy. Sage oil is violet, blue, and green energy. Pick one, not everything. Okay, this is not Chinese cooking or it's chop suey. You dump everything and make fried rice. Okay, just pick one of them. Put 20-30 drops in your salt water. So when we're doing the lecture and meditation, you just keep your feet there. You see, even when you're just listening, we're not doing the meditation. As you're listening, you allow more energy to flow through. It's already cleansing you. Then when we do the meditation actively, as the waterfall of light comes down, it will displace, keep flushing out all this negative energy out of us, and the salt water will break it down. Okay? Again, for the ones who are new, the story is in the New Testament. Remember, the Lord Jesus was washing the feet of the apostles. And a lot of us were taught in church, oh, that's because he wanted to show humility. That's only part of it. The bigger picture is the aura is brightest on the top and dimmest at the bottom, from the knee down. So when he was washing the feet of the apostles, it basically removed the bottleneck so more divine energy can come down. It's to spiritualize them. Because if you read the story, it doesn't make sense that it's only about humility. Because Peter said, Lord, do not wash my feet. What did he say? He said, Lord Jesus said, if you don't let me wash your feet, you have no part in me. You realize how strong that statement is. You have no part in me. As in, you're getting excommunicated for not letting me wash your feet. It doesn't make sense. Because you have to look at the inner teachings. By the way, speaking of which, next weekend, we'll be teaching the class on Inner Christianity Revealed. The inner teachings. That's just one of them. All right. So anyway, the information is on the website. And that's next Saturday from, I think, 9 a.m. or 9:30 a.m. all the way to 6 or 7 o'clock at night. Depends on how much you guys can handle. All right.